Hello everybody. I was thinking tonight I'm gonna try to get back into some ZBrush. I was looking on Pinterest the other day and I started looking for kind of some insert brushes that I could start making. And one of them that I was thinking about probably doing a set of horns, and I came across on the search. It came with these goats. We got some crazy looking designs here. So I figured I'd give it a shot, try to make something, add to my library. Couldn't hurt. I'm always adding horns to whatever I model sometimes, and so this probably speed up the process. And it'd be fun to just kind of record it as I go. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into Lightbox. I'm just gonna start here. I never really started with these head planes before, but who knows? Let's try it. Very low poly. I'm just gonna kind of clean it up, smooth it out real quick, just to get some kind of template of where I can put some horns on. Put one of these, pick one of these horns down here and see what I can come up with. Usually when I make them, I'm probably, back in the day I used to use Z-spheres to try to get that going. So we'll see if we can get that probably with this model. Smoothing it out. And mesh is kind of scary, so we're going to go ahead and clean that up too. Go to Z remesh. We're going to go in there. Remeshing with 0 curves. Progress. Let's see. It's processing. A little bit cleaner. I'm probably gonna go half. We're just gonna knock it down just to save memory. And maybe one more. There you go. Pretty low. It'll do for what we need. What I like to do is probably, I guess we can go with this horn right here. This one down here at the bottom. Let me go ahead and pull it up to where we can see a little bit better. I found these on Pinterest. And this window that I'm using right here is Pure Ref. It's a reference. You'll see a lot of people use this. And PureRef is a software that you can use to reference images. So I'm going to use this to model from as references for this. Okay, so we'll go ahead and zero in on this. Go and squeeze that in. Okay, so I'm going to probably start with some Z-spheres, and this is an older method I used to do. You could probably do other ones where you would do a sculptress mode, and you could probably grab this and then go from there and pull it out. Get the snake hook, grab it, and go around and do that. I want to do something a little more organized, I guess. Not even sure if you call it organized. I'm probably just gonna kind of, so I can, how do you say it? Visualize, if that's a better word. Let's scale this down. Go ahead and place this. Let's scale that a bit. About right there. Because a horn would come out in the top of the head. And we'll go from there. We're going to turn on perspective so we can actually see what we're doing. I'm going to draw out one right here already. So we're going to follow that motion. And go around. I like Z-spheres because you get a little bit more control of your model, what you're trying to do. Pick this up there. Go ahead and smooth this out a little bit better. And then we're gonna come around. And there's other methods you can use, but this is it's an old method or older technique. Since the new tools that have come out, it's always fun to use those, but I always like going back to the older stuff. Let's go and scale it as we go. Draw, moving, push it down. See, now we can kind of actually place it to where it's not so crazy. Using the move tool and the draw tool, inserting spheres, moving the spheres around in here. Draw little spheres, and I'm not gonna get into much detail of what I'm pressing. I'll kind of, it's pretty much move and draw right here, and then the hotkeys, so you can see Q, W, E, QWERTY. But right now I'm just kind of using one hand. I've been at work all day, so when you click on there, you just kind of want to take it easy. So this is where we're going to come around, kind of shape this. It looks like it hooks back. Give it a little bit more, give it a little more subdivisions. And after we make this into a mesh, we could probably push and pull a little bit more, but right now I just want to make the shape, make the form, then we can kind of get a visual of what we're making. You can see that it's already kind of going in his head, so we're going to start rotating it out and rotate this out. See, I like it because it's like a chain. Do that. Let's move it instead. Little organic. Start placing it a little bit better. This dude's gonna have a crazy massive horn. Let's scale that. Give a little base to it, kind of. We can rotate these joints too to give a little bit more curl. I'm going to add a little bit to it, and in a minute we're going to save because you never know, just to be safe. But we're just kind of having fun with it. You can press the A. I'll show you the subdivision or the model. And depending on what you have it set to down here. You can actually, where are you at? Z-spheres, Z-sketch, adaptive skin. So the density, as you increase it, it will update this model, but we're not going to go that heavy right now. We're going to drop it down. And then the other thing is, you can do plastic skinning sometimes to see what it does. It looks like I got some face going the wrong way, or I don't know. Let's see. Let's move this down just so it can be in its head anyway. Turn off classic. Preview it. Yeah, look at that. And once we put it in here, we'll mirror it. But right now, we're just focusing on the simple things. We don't want any resolution. Let's see what this does. Just want a basic model, clean geometry. And you can see the flow. You can push it and pull it. I'm gonna move this, move that. See, I like that you can grab this and it's almost organic, so you can actually position it just the way you want it. It's almost coming alive on its own. Right there you see I got too many. I'm gonna take one away. There you go. Let me scale this a little bit at the end just to give it a point. Maybe scale that one a little bit too. And then you got something going on. Just kind of nudge them and pull them. And then you can go back to here, push preview, or it says the letter A, as you can see. Cool. So now what we want to do is save, because it's probably the safest thing to do. Let's close that. Let's come back later. We're going to close that anyway. Close it out. Save as. Let me save real quick, and then we'll go to the next part of this. Okay, so now I got my file saved. What I'm going to do, I kind of rearrange these two, get a little better layout. I'm going to go ahead and create, what do you call it, make adaptive skin right here. Up here, it created another mesh. If I click on it, oh, wrong one, sorry. This one, this should be our mesh. If you press A, it should do nothing. Now, I guess you got some twisting going on here. I'm not too worried about it. We're gonna relax it and clean it up anyway. So, and if we gotta fix it, then we can fix it later. I'm not too crazy on it. We can even remesh it anyway. So we'll see if we relax it. And relaxing kind of fixes that. It's probably just too close together. Pulling. We'll relax it again. Let's get it smoothed out. And when you relax it, you're kind of losing definition. So we're going to inflate just a little bit, just so that we can keep some of that mass. And we could probably just a little bit. That way it smooths all this out. A little more organic. You can also smooth it too. So if you hold the shift and smooth, you can smooth it. I don't want that. Let's turn that off. Let's lower the intensity so it's not so intense. And then just kind of, ooh. Oh, okay. Intensity was going to the snake hook. We're okay with that, 100. Hold shift, and now this one, drop. Let's do that again. Now it's easier. A little more smooth. Smooth it out. And you can even move this too if you have to. Just go to the move tool, and then you can move these down. You can actually angle to match more of what this is. We're not following exact. We're just kind of getting a little bit shape. Pushing and pulling up and down on this. It's gonna make it a little more natural. Sometimes more chaotic helps to see that it stretches down a little bit, like right there. We'll go ahead and add that. I'm probably going to use another brush. Let's see. Isolate it to move. That way this doesn't affect that when I move it. When I push move and I move it, it's moving everything. You don't want that sometimes. So you gotta topological isolate that. And that helps. We're gonna polish it. We could probably polish it some. Relax it some too. And then let's inflate it just a little bit again. So you can also see that the Z-spheres also have the poly groups in there. That could be good. I don't really need them for this. We're going to go back to our main model. It's probably good that we name this. We're just getting the good habit of naming things. Base, head. Here's our Z-sphere. We could still use this. We can still adjust it. We can even go back to the Z-spheres if you want. You can even save this for later if you really want to. But we'll turn it off. We'll just have it in the background for now. This right here is what we want to bring into this file. So we're going to go ahead and append it. Click append. And you'll see it listed here. Or if you really get a little confused and you have a bunch of these open, just rename it. Horn spiral. Let's see. Let's go here. And you can see it updated the name here. Let's do this again. You go here. And you'll see it named it from what the mesh renamed was. So now you've got horns. So now what I would like to do is mirror this to the other side. I've configured mine to do mirror and weld down here. If you're new to this program, you can go to geometry. And this is why I made this down here, because I always hate trying to find this, but it's right here. Mirror and weld on the X. So now you got a symmetrical symmetry. You got like boom, boom. If we press X, you're going to turn on both. So now this is where you can actually start getting crazy with it. You can actually do a lot of things. And depending on what you want, you can go up, down. And really what I want to do with this is make it an insert brush. So this isn't really, this is pretty much one of the starts that I would like to do to create this. We'll start to create this so that we can always use this again. This part isn't needed, but we're going to go ahead and keep it for now. We're going to keep it just so we can get this shape down. We just want to form this a little bit better. Drop this smooth, just smooth it out a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. And smooth that down right there. Make this small. You can actually see how it would be on this mesh, and if we wanted to, we could actually paint right here. We'll go ahead and get this going. Let's turn off this polygons. Let's go ahead. That way you can get an idea of how these would be integrated with your model. You can smooth it back down just a little bit. Kind of raise it there. Right there. Yeah, look at that. It's Hellboy's little brother. So we're going to go ahead and scale this up. If you really need to, I wouldn't imagine that this character would be with a basic little head to support this. Probably have a little bit of a boom. Maybe push it out a little bit. You can exaggerate some of these features. Let's probably be a creature that you're going to add this horns. I'm going to raise this up a little bit. Let's go ahead and change this material. I don't know. Something about this one right there. Yeah. So now the next step is create this into an insert mesh. So I'm going to go ahead and save this the way it is, but we're going to make another one with just this one side. Let me save real quick, and let's go ahead and go to the horns and isolate them, holding shift on your keyboard and pressing the eyeball. We're going to duplicate this because we might want to go back and model on here, but for now we just want to create a brush to where we make an insert brush on there. Click this. Oh yeah, turn off symmetry. So we need just one side. Delete hidden is down here. Delete hidden if you're going this way is right here, but I copy this down to here. Delete hidden, and we have nothing else in the mesh. So we will create our insert mesh brush from here. We could probably turn off our floor. More likely when you click and drag it, I think it's on the face. Let's see if we can do it right there. And then go down here. Let's shrink this down. Create insert mesh. And it's going to be new. And now we created one insert mesh. And note that this right here will matter. So you'll probably want to, if you do create an insert mesh, name it. Sometimes horn spiral A, in case we want to do variations of it to save into the model. But for now we're just going to do the one. We'll go back, do this again. Drag that down, put this on there, create insert mesh. Oh, let's go ahead and reset these brushes so that it removes that. Reset all the brushes. We didn't do anything crazy, so it should just go back and remove that one, and then it's gone. That way it's got a clean palette. Create insert mesh, go to new, and now we got horn spiral A, and a little more organized. And if you'd like to see how this could be used, we'll make a new mesh. Let's go to a sphere. So now we can go put on our symmetry. Oh, we gotta make it poly mesh. We can click and drag, and it's backwards. So I got it backwards for what I need to do. So we'll go back and fix that. That's okay. This is good. Good on this. We're gonna go down. Be right there. And it's using this profile. And that's how I projected it on there. Go ahead. We don't need a reset. We'll just create insert new. You'll see it'll flip. Let's do this again. Go back to our sphere. And let's click and drag. Oh, the wrong one. Here you go. This guy. And we can go to undo. Clean model, click and drag. A little better. Now, it's a little tricky. try to put it on that point. I'm trying to think how I'd do that. Okay, so I come back to my model. I'm trying to figure out the best way of getting this to project on there. So we're going to push this down. And this kind of part of this, we're going to go do this again. Let's remove this right here. Let's minimize that. Just reset these brushes. Get it back the way we had it. Go in here, create insert mesh, new. Let's go back to our tests. And that's not what I had earlier. Did it move? It did move. It did move. Let's see if this works better. New. Polymesh 3D. Much better. And this is where we can adjust this brush on this one. We're going to drop it down this way. So now let's undo it again. If we do this, we can actually adjust this brush. We'll do it again. Bam. Look at that. Now it's a little bit more what we want. That's good. That's good. That's what we want. So you got an insert mesh brush. We can actually move it around. Pretty cool. And this will be a good template starter for horns. Let's go ahead and practice it on the other mesh. Let's go back to here. These are already placed, but let's go ahead and go to the head and act like we didn't see that. We will just insert in his head right there. That's what's cool about this, is that you could actually you could actually be like a ram. Depending on what you want, what kind of look. So that's the first part of doing this insert mesh brush, and you can actually scale this too if you want to give it little baby horns. That might work too. Balance it out. You got options. You can go from here to there. Maybe you could do both. Who knows? Whatever you want to do. But usually after this, you'll create that group split. Okay. And there they are. There that is. Boom, boom. Go down here. And you can tweak this all you want. Move this up, rotate it down so they don't collide. Select this one. But you can see there's variations. You can do pretty much what you want with this. But now we got a quick brush in here. And if we wanted to vary the other one, we can keep adjusting that to where we always have these brushes ready. And this could be other things. This could be even like let's see, let's go back to that spear. And let's adjust the radial. Let's see what this does to too many. You can do it here. You can get some interesting shapes. I don't know what you use that for, but it's there. So, let's turn our floor. I'm gonna get turned upside down. It was upside down. X, Y, Z. There we go. Yeah, we'll leave it on. Let's do it again. You can do it on both sides. You can be a plant, whatever you want. These are always good to use. Just build your library. But this is just pretty much just a start to show that you can do different things with the insert mesh. So after you get this, later on you can go back. Let's turn off those. We don't need those little horns. Now you can start subdividing this mesh and doing the little details like these little ridges if you wanted. And what's good is that you actually have I guess a poly loop going on here. You can do a little more detail if you wanted to do some modeling in there. So if you wanted to do this poly loop, and you want to inset on poly loop, you can do that. And you can see now that you have the option to poly groups. You can actually give it a little real quick definition and not have to worry too much. Kind of getting cyber, what do you call it, the alien look, and you can smooth it out. And we'll go here, and I'll turn this off, and you kind of get a little bit of an idea what you're getting. You can have fun, just different variations. Let's go down to our dynamic subdivision. You can increase this out, smooth that. You can actually play with this. Let's drop that down. You get some weird results. So you don't have to do this. There's more than one way. So if you want to do older methods of like sculpting, you can actually divide your model. Oop, it actually has subdivision on it. Oh yeah. Let's take that away. Let's go here and divide. You can actually go back into your modeling. Just divide it up. So now you get this. Now you can actually go back in and sculpt what you want, or you can do, let's see, alpha. Let's get a little creative with it. There's a stroke. Go in here, lazy mouse, and we can, I guess we can increase that. Let's see if we can do it. You can do that. Let's increase that a little bit more. Sometimes you can go to your standard and press S. Standard. My brush is moved. Alright. Get you an alpha. It's just optional. You don't have to do it this way, but you can. You get this. We got our step. Then you can go increase this a little bit more. And I don't like that. I want to do more. Something like that. Seems okay. Let's go into our. Oh yeah. rotate that and try to see if that'll actually do it a little bit bigger. Gotta give it more of that horn look that you're getting here. You can do the invert too. Let's go get some more subdivisions. Divide, divide. Get that look. Ooh yeah, look at that. Just following along the edge. Then you can go back in and add your details. Add some more. If you want to give it a little bit more. Oh wait, let's turn that off so we don't mess anything up. No lazy mouse. Clay build up and just start building up. And you can have fun with this. Start doing some variation. So this is just kind of like a basic starting, how to get started with an insert mesh brush, and then how to use that. And you don't have to have it this high. You can actually probably topologize it or use some Sculptress. There's different methods. It doesn't really have to be any one way. It's just however you feel comfortable. We'll go ahead and clear this mask. Divide it. Divide it. And just start building around it. Start getting something going. Getting a model. Maybe he's not human. Maybe he's like more animal. Whatever you call it, like this nose. Doesn't really have a. You can start seeing where you can go with this. Kind of smooth out, just kind of get a little bit of idea. Look at them. Go that way. So there's a lot of possibilities. You can go this way. We save the brush out. We got it down here at the bottom. And if you want to save this, you can save it out. Go down and save as and put it into one of your directories, your folders. Usually what you'll do, if you want to save more than one horn, that's up to you. This is just a start for now. You can just compile them all into one. But for now, this is where we're at. We got one insert mesh and a start to a model that we can always come back to. Kind of like a little toolbox. So that's for today. And probably get some more added later this week and see if we can do a different kind of set of horns. Maybe we'll do this one. Add it to this collection and we'll keep going to there. It'll help out a lot in the end when you start trying to make models quicker and faster. So thanks for watching.